Hello, Anuraj.
Hi,
Welcome
Anuraj.
to the hot seat. You are in the air, up in the air. Yeah. So I'll do a quick scan review. I'll look at your portfolio and your case study, and then I'm going to quickly tell my feedback on the scan review. And then we'll be playing your prototype and project videos, and then I'll be asking you questions like an interviewer, and then give you feedback on the scrutiny part, and then I'll tell you why will I not hire you and why will I hire you. So that's going to be the process. Okay, so here we go. Anuraj, your portfolio scan as a recruiter. So I'll be thinking out aloud. So Anuraj Dwivedi, crafting digital journeys, people trust and love for 4 years at Virtusa. Okay, very poetic line for a person who works in Virtusa, a consulting company. UX consultant at Virtusa should have, better it would have come here, but yeah, that was a resume. Step inside his world design portfolio. Then what is this? Is not his portfolio? Is this like an inception of a portfolio within a portfolio within a portfolio? Let's see what will happen if I click on that. There's another framer portfolio. Why do you need a mentor portfolio? Anyway, okay. So he's in New Delhi. My sample work. So I can go to sample work. But what does he mean by sample work? Latest concept project. He has done something on IRCTC. Looks interesting. AI powered train selection. Very interesting. He's using some machine learning presentation and data driven and stuff like some of jargon he has thrown. Fine. Achievements. He has won some awards. Interesting. But what? Who gave this award? Why was this award given? For what reason? I think some more context on the image, I think coming would have been better. I can connect with him. His LinkedIn profile and follow him on Behance. Looking for a design partner, I can email you. That's nice. Okay, so interesting. So that kind of end of my scan, how much ever I understand about you, quickly I'll tell you the feedback. But why this inception, dude? Why are you having portfolio within a portfolio? Why couldn't you just simply submit that framer portfolio and update your project here itself?
No, so I wanted to delete it. I don't want it to continue with the framer one because it's templated one. I just took the one template, edited my text and content and all those things. So either
It's
I
fine. No,
wanted
no,
to
no,
go
no.
with simple way.
Portfolio may, it's fine, dude. Portfolio may template. It's literally, what is there? Just a bunch of cards are there. That's it. No.
Yep.
What is there to be templated here?
But
Use a template, but customize whatever you want to write. So, for
yes,
example, this is a generic line. Don't write it that way. Write specifically what you have worked on, or something which gives more interesting ideas, right? Maybe these case studies, like if let us say we click on this case study, these are onboarding, no, two onboarding pages. Until I understand this diagram. This is the problem, right? Persona,
you will see
research
all the
findings.
methodology, everything here.
I think I even know which bootcamp.
So it's not a bootcamp one.
Oh, really?
Yep.
This is a copy of a bootcamp project.
No.
Okay, tell me, yeah, how did you do this? How did you get
So
this template?
it's my personal project. In background, I was working on this one. I got this interesting idea and I started working on, did some research and all those things. So I built it this like very minimal prototype and all this product. So that's the reason I put it as in my portfolio.
But why did you think? That's the problem. Like, how did you get the thought
Yes.
process
So,
that you had to
yep.
present it like this, right?
Yep. So behind this project, there is one story. I was talking to my colleague in office, and he's from Mumbai. He shared like in one time any festival, his small son got messed up. Like he didn't find him, so he
No, 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 no.
tried.
I understand. See, the project is interesting, dude. Okay, because once
Yep.
the moment I scrolled here and I look at your project, interesting. You have done really good stuff over here, right?
Yep.
But all that beauty is being lost because of the template you followed,
Templated one.
because
Yes.
of a misunderstanding that you think that a UX project means it should start with a design thinking diagram,
Even that's the
research.
reason I didn't put all these somewhere else. I just kept it, and later I'm in the background. I'm just converting all this into the real one, and then I will put it in my bento and delete this.
Correct. But I'm just curious, why do you think many designers tend to get to this template? What is happening in the industry? Like you are saying it was not a boot camp which did this to you, but how did this happen?
See, it's kind of following the like what mindset everyone is when it started kind of thing. Like when I started, there is no guidance. I came from like a technical background, so I saw
Hmm.
online LinkedIn people are using all these fancy things, so I went into
Got
that
it.
path.
Got it.
That's the reason. And
Got it.
I believe that's the reason why beginners are doing like this way templated,
Yes.
because
Yes.
they thought this is the way to reach that particular goal.
Correct.
but I
If I
got
do
to
this,
know.
then it's but the actual project is in the ideas you brought in on the screen over here, all the decisions you have taken behind all of these things. That beauty should come. I think now, if you work on a case study for this, it will turn out to be a very beautiful one. Here I can see a big journey which you have made, right?
Yep.
It's a
In
properly
few weeks,
nicely made
get,
product journey.
in few weeks you will get this one updated with.
Nicely write all the decision stories for it
Yep.
and all the ambiguities and multiple versions and iterations. Write everything nicely, right? Beautiful project it will become. Okay. But that doesn't mean you have to go away from Framer. Framer is a nice tool. You can use Framer however you want, no? Use Framer and change the whole format. That's it.
Yeah, I consider
Right.
that.
So write a much better opening line and stuff. Give the contact information needs to be like, as quickly reachable as possible, because contacting you is the most important. No,
Yeah.
nobody will send you a mail like this. You are not a celebrity. Directly give your phone number or email ID. People can quickly copy paste, just like the way you have done in your bento, right?
Yeah.
So this needs to be there. Use the Framer one, right? And put everything there nicely. Make these cards a little smaller and update the latest projects. Put that latest project, whatever you're going to do. This Virtusa design system is a real project. Always prioritize your real projects. Always. Concept projects will come later. If you have a working experience, people will not bother about your concept projects. Your concept projects will still show them. I'll tell you how to do that, but so that's a different story. But you need to always prioritize your real projects, right? So immediately, if Virtusa design system is your actual, this web ninjas and all, these are concept projects only, this one also.
These are concept one. These are because my most of the projects are under NDA, and the same question I asked you, how to put the NDA projects in front of public, like because
Still right. So my advice is this: think as if NDA is not there. Write the case study, completely put it in your profile, lock it and keep it. Because not all NDAs are the same. Okay, some NDAs only restrict you to share it publicly. Privately, you can still show.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's a very, very common practice that people showcase work privately, because or else how will they even hire?
Yes.
That's the first line. Second, your company also knows that, because your company also hires the same way. They are also looking at other people's projects. That's the second thing. Third, you can always delete the data and showcase your decisions.
Yeah.
So lock it, share it only in private, delete the data and showcase the decisions. Right? So it can always be done. This is the common practice which people do. On top of it, carefully read your NDA. Like, does the NDA literally restrict you from talking privately about your project and getting hired somewhere? I don't think so.
Privately, but publicly. Public forum, no information.
You can't. Your NDA probably would say, don't give this work to somewhere or someone, or probably don't take the same thing and work non-compete or non-solicit. This is what they'll say. Yeah. They'll not say you can't even talk about your work which you did over here. For your life, you are a slave to this company. That is not even legal.
Yeah.
So don't have that misconceptions. But this case study takes high priority. If any have logged it, probably you'll showcase it on your Figma file or something.
Yes.
You can talk about some of the decisions, overall decisions of what you did for what you probably might not want to show the exact visuals, but you can talk about some of the visuals. You can give a little understanding of what did you do, what was your responsibility, and what did you do in Virtuosa while designing the design system, what was the objective given to you, and what did you deliver. Okay. Some cheese you have to write it, because that is real stuff, no? That is what I'll judge you as an experienced designer for.
Yes.
More of this I'll discuss with you in 1v1, but other than that, always in your priority showcase, prioritize your existing work. Okay. But then what happens to the conceptual projects? That is when you can insert concept projects always, and you can say, though in my current work, this is what I have done, I'll be proudly presenting some of these concept works where I went full swing and I brought in a lot of my ideas and I'm showcasing my whole potential through that. Therefore, I want to showcase these and have a discussion about it as well. That's how you introduce concept projects. Okay. They will themselves never ask you concept projects. Yeah. They will first ask you about your real work only. It's your responsibility to start with real work, showcase it, lead it, discuss about it, and then lead them to a concept project so that they'll also have a great impression about you. Yeah. Okay. So I think you should make those changes quickly. And if you're showcasing only bento, then don't put your Framer link here. Don't do this inception. Okay. Put everything here. And what is the sample work? It is lead. It is, where is it going? So this is a Figma prototype.
So it's also like not the real ones. I took a challenge of a 70 days redesigning challenge, and I went and redesigned in my free time. So I put
Dude,
it
put some
as,
of those pictures directly there and why do you need someone to come and
yeah, it's more than 100. So that's the reason I kept it like this way. So in one shot they can see.
see? Someone who should judge you, they will not look at all 100.
Yeah,
They'll look at how many? 3 of them. That's it. Put
yeah,
3 of them and say you want, there are 97 more of these. For that, you click on this.
okay,
Tease people with what you have. Because I
yeah,
had no clue that you have great visual skills until I came here. And
yeah,
this came after 1 hour of talking with you. What's the
yeah,
point? This had to come the first second I looked at you. This guy has great visuals. Let us look at his product and design skills. That is how the impression should be.
yes.
Why are you hiding this? Right? So showcase some of the examples here. Put it in your portfolio. Let people understand that you have great visual skills. A lot of things you have done. A lot of shots, redesign concepts which you have done. So great visual skills you have done. Nice, sorted. Now
Okay.
what? Now let me judge your thought process. Show me some projects. Okay, let me show you my last company project which I'm proud of. That is the design system. I'll talk about it for some time. Next, I am going to take you through a concept project which I did for IRCTC, where I wanted to introduce AI related features and do an experience revamp of it. So therefore, I wanted to talk to this project. This is how you build your entire story.
Okay. Understood.
And your portfolio also flows in this particular manner. Got it?
Yep.
Okay. Don't forget that you will be judged as an experienced person. You are a UX consultant at Virtusa, which 4 years of experience. It is a good, well-branded company, so you will be judged like that. They won't judge you like a fresher coming and showcasing some concept project. That's not how they'll judge you. Okay. Great. See, your prototype should always be a story, a journey. See, I'll tell you what's happening. Anuraj, you are great at systems. Your brain naturally thinks that systems and your tool skills are like great. In fact, you're so proud of all the independent scrolls that you want to showcase all of them. Right? Hey, look at how this is, like how nicely I've done all the auto layout and nicely I put all the values so properly that each of them will scroll independently. I can see that, but that is the only thing I'll hire you for. You understand what I'm saying? You will not be able to grow in your career if I'm hiring you only for that reason. Yes, it's a rare skill. Not everyone has such great tool skills. It's visible. So, of course, you should definitely boast about the way you have achieved all those independent scrolls and the way you have connected. Have you used variables by any chance?
Yes.
Well? It's very, very rare. Not everyone can do it. So that's why you're boasting about it. But yeah, the first thing is what is the experience you have created. Now, we'll come there. Okay. I think I'm able to understand what's happening. So
2 days I was working on a very exciting UX problem. Hello everyone, I'm Anuraj. I'm a UX designer and from last few days I was working on a very exciting UX problem under the mentorship of Anudeep sir. So the problem I was working on is, so whenever I try to book a train through IRCTC app, I feel broken. When I say broken, it means my complete booking experience is broken into chunks. Like whenever I open app, I see the outdated app, I see the cluttered information, I see there is no visual hierarchy on that. I cannot figure out what kind of action I need to take or I supposed to take while booking a train. On the app, shown train lists are cluttered. At once, I can see a lot of trains, but it's not helping me or like me others to make the informed decision to go with the best train. Whenever I choose or someone choose a train, there is a conscious in mind that they thought they might have missed the best train for them. So this is the overall high level problem I was trying to solve. I'm not just here fixing the UI, I'm fixing the broken experience for millions of users who use IRCTC app. Let me show you what problems as a user I face whenever I open IRCTC app. Meet Ram. Ram is a working IT professional who wanted to book his ticket through IRCTC app and he has only less than 10 seconds to book and decide to which train he wanted to go. But unfortunately, he couldn't able to complete this thing within 10 seconds. Why? Because once he opens the app, he feels the app is completely outdated and the app UI, the app screens are not helping him or guiding him to book his journey easily. He cannot see a quick view of an available seat. He cannot see other dates without going back to the first page. Apart from this, he can see overwhelming list of trains which he could not able to decide which train suits best his requirement. But at the end, he drop off from the complete app and he books the train ticket through other app. But have you ever noticed why Ram drop off from the IRCTC app and book the train ticket to other app? Because there is no guided way. App is not guiding the user and it's not just guidance, it feels like the complete experience is broken. And Ram, as a working professional, he would wanted to do it in less time, but it takes 10 to 20 minutes to just book one ticket. To solve this problem, I created a one UI based on my recent interaction with the real user, the user who use IRCTC app regularly. And based on that, I have built this UI and I will show you. Now we all see how Ram gonna book his ticket within less than 10 seconds with the new IRCTC app. He clicks on the IRCTC app in his phone.
he lands on a page where he can see upfront the train details, enters. So he enters his basic travel details like the station from, to, date of journey, selects the coach and hits the search train button. Once he hits the button, he lands on a page where he see the list of trains with option for his best match as well as the other extra info about the trains like 92% on time in last 30 days. So he saw this based on his travel need or journey requirement. He saw this train suits his journey requirement. He clicks on a sleeper because 32 seats are available in sleeper. He clicks on a sleeper cart. He lands on a page which is passenger details where he enters his passenger details like traveler names. There is a two option. Either he can select from a saved traveler or he can enter a new. He selects his name from a saved traveler and he scroll down to enter a contact detail to receive the tickets and the journey updates. Review the fare, like how much price he gonna pay for this ticket. He clicks on a review details and he reviews all his details and clicks on proceed to pay. Once he completes the payment, he lands on a page where he gets his ticket details with a confirmation message of the payment and he review all the details and save this ticket and add this journey to his calendar. Now you can see how Ram completed this train booking task in less than 10 seconds without any confusion.
Got it. So let me stop sharing my screen. We will look at your screen, right? Okay. So again, so this journey part was better. That would have come in the prototype and you would have spoken a little bit more about your project as well in this video. Could have showcased the project and all a little bit better in this video. Small quick comment on the video, never say the UI is not, like the current IRCTC is saying the current UI is not helping the user to book. And then you said, I'm not able to understand the current status of the train. I'm not able to understand this, that, and all, right? When you throw such a generic statement that the UI is not helping, those who are viewing it, let us say I'm going to interview you, I'll be like, okay, probably you didn't understand the merit of existing IRCTC app. Because as an experienced designer, you should be able to even appreciate the design of a product which is working, which is being used by crores of users. That app is not, it's not working today.
Yeah.
People are able to book, but you want to identify where is the experience dipping and want to make the experience better. So the way you position it should be, as a lot of people use, I figured out that there are a lot of places where the experience is dipping, and having this done can actually make people finish their task in a much better manner. And do not say 10 seconds. 10 seconds probably will be just be clicking times, but nobody can decide what train to go on and book in 10 seconds, right? So don't tell 10 seconds. It feels a little unrealistic.
Yep.
Say that using this, I predict that this will be 40% faster. I predict that my design now leads to 40% faster decision making time because most decisions might be visible and AI is assisting, right?
Yep.
Then in your video, I wanted to do the video again because your project is good. Tease the product first. But instead you are telling the problem, so much time you're showcasing all those screens, the 8 screens you have put over there, and 1 hour you spoke. And then you're showcasing me the solution. You understand what is happening over here?
Understood.
So I want you to tease the solution. What if AI could recommend you which train to book in the moment you logged in? When I'm saying this, the visual should show that AI, that pop-up has come and there's some suggestion or whatever that is being shown. This is the most preferred train according to your previous history. That pop-up comes and it showcases that train. That part directly hits in the first 1 second of the video. That comes when you say, imagine AI suggesting you the best train to go at that point of time, basis your history. Hi, I'm Anuraj, and I worked on an AI-powered project for IRCTC. This should be your intro line. Tease me, hook me first, and then go into the details of the project and then explain the problem. Even in the problem, go screen by screen. Show the relevant screens when you say, I am not able to understand where the thing is. Show me in which screen the problem is, where in the part of the journey. Make it dynamic. And then the journey part of the way you explain the project, that part was very good.
Okay.
Then the whole beauty of the project will come out. Or else,
Yep.
in the whole funnel of me trying to hire you, I have to work so hard to understand you and your skills and all that stuff. But the whole funnel, the people who are trying to judge you in the companies, they're already dropping off. Oh, cheap redesign of IRCTC. Oh, probably this guy has done only one concept project, not even a UX designer. Oh, he's just randomly talking that IRCTC design is not great. All these reasons are already making me ignore you.
Yes.
Rather, you don't tell me all this. Simply showcase directly what is the design you have done. I'll have a much better impression already.
Okay. I will
got what
read
I'm saying?
my video and I will post it the way you
Right?
just made the
Yeah.
video.
So redo it in that particular manner, but understand the heart of what I'm trying to say.
Yep.
Hook with whatever you have actually done and the core experience of what you have done. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just quickly showcase your project to people and just give you a scan review. of it as well. Where is this video playing, man? So proud of all the scrolls.
Not this one, Anuraj. I don't want
Huh?
this. Not this one, medium one.
Okay. Hey, this is not bad.
No, I updated it. Not this one, but the medium one, the detailed.
But this is so nice, man. This is what I've actually looked at when I gave you the second place award.
Oh. Yeah, later I changed it. Once you provided me that feedback now on the voice note on a one chat. So that's the after that I changed it.
Okay. But here it is even more readable, no? The journey is flowing nicely and all that stuff.
Okay.
It's okay. Anyway, I will look at the version which you want me to scan. So scan review of your case study. Okay. Looks like AI powered train selection he has done. Interesting. AI powered recommendations. He has done some project. He can reduce the booking time from 15 to around 3 to 4 minutes. So definitely don't say 10 seconds, dude. 3 minutes is an acceptable time. So directly starting off with the research he has done and speaking to people. Okay, interesting. But what did he do? All this is so powerful. If only you have teased me about what is your project experience in the starting. Because right now, as in the scan part itself, people are like, okay, he has written something. Okay, कहना क्या चाहते हो? Like, what is it? Yeah, like that kind of feeling is coming already. Transparent reasoning. Going to some decisions. You've totally missed that people scan, dude. You've literally written the case study for scrutiny only. You've completely missed the scan part. Okay, I'll just stop scanning once. This has been properly designed for scanning. Here I understand. Okay, you have done a project, some nice, you're teasing me some bunch of screens, nicely something is happening. And then there is a video which you can watch, some problem, and then nicely solution as a proper journey. You're showcasing me. Explaining what's the problem with the previous experience and all that stuff. This format is working out much better for scan.
Okay.
Right?
I will try
to. That's why I said I'll make you work hard. And I will actually yesterday when you sent me that, I actually saw this version and I had the exact same feedback. Okay. So my scan review is over, but exactly I'll tell you. Yesterday also I had the same problem because the moment I looked at it, you need to showcase the product to start with. Show me the journey as quickly as possible. This whole part of you explaining the journey, this part, this has to come as quickly as possible. Okay. Then go tell your backstories. How did you around that? What is the problem with IRCTC? Even with the problem with IRCTC, this was really good. You're showcasing all that stuff, right? I'll tell you how to integrate the AI feedback, but I'll come. But this is really good at explaining what is the problem with the screen and all the experience and all, right? Enough. Okay. First, we have to close this. Okay. So next, you change the heading. As I said, firstly, what was the feedback previously in this version of the project? What is happening is, it looks like you are doing a IRCTC UI redesign. On top of it, you're telling it is not just a redesign. Think of what clarity, a rethink of clarity that I should feel like. The moment you say this is not a UI redesign, this is not a redesign, what are people thinking in their mind?
It's a redesign. Yeah.
It is a redesign.
Yeah, definitely.
The moment you say it is not, they'll think only that.
We show that those.
Because that's how human brains work, right? Don't think of a lizard.
Okay.
What are you thinking? You're thinking of a lizard. Right? So there is no point shouting that this is not a UI redesign. The moment it feels like it, the moment you say it. Right?
Yeah.
No. So therefore, understand really carefully. Your project should be led with the AI product thinking. What does it mean? How is it that you utilize the new AI interaction layer to introduce features in IRCTC's app to help in booking? That should be what your product is about. So what would I do? I would go specific. Let us say you go to the screen. Your best match trains. How did AI decide that this is the best match train for me?
So do you want me to answer this?
Answer that question. Yeah.
Okay. So based on the user pattern, for example, for this particular user, I'm the user. I booked the train previously from last 1 year. I'm booking through IRCTC.
Huh.
So what we will, once we will introduce the models inside our IRCTC, that will analyze most of the time what kind of seat I have booked, what route for this particular search query, New Delhi to Lucknow, I choose, and what type of train, where I clicked on it, and all those things. And based on that, we will show the top 2 or 3 trains
Okay.
as a best match.
Fine. So now, but the problem is that is not visible here. Your best match train basis what?
Yes.
Showcase it to the you have to showcase it to the user, like your most traveled route, convenient with your timing on the calendar after your working day, or you can take a half day leave to get onto this train comfortably finishing your lunch. This is AI is giving the capability to understand the user in a much better manner.
Yes.
The interaction layer is coming out, right? That AI can integrate with your calendars, with your previous preferences, the way you are thinking. All this AI can actually process and bring it to you.
Yeah.
Right? That is what you need to bring in over here and say, using AI as a new interaction layer, I made the experience better. And that should be the center of your project. Because you wanted to do it, you also made sure the UI and the system are supporting it, because the previous UI cannot support the introduction of these new AI interaction layers. You had to rework on the UI first and build a system which can actually allow people AI interaction layers to happen. This should be your story.
Okay.
Right? So here multiple reworks you have to do, Anuraj. You have to change your product and thinking there, upgrade it to adding AI enabled features and making the experience better. Think of that, right? Add it.
Okay.
It will take 1 or 2 days work for you, nothing more, to actually think of these action layers, right? Then that should be the pivot of your project. That is exactly what your title should be. Adding AI based recommendation for selecting the best train, or for helping the user to land at the best train while they're booking in IRCTC. Tease me there itself, few screens. Showcase that pop-up, which or the toast, which says best train basis your past history and your office time or whatever. Like showcase that. Oh, nice. I think looks like he worked on a project where it is personalizing people's preferences basis AI's capabilities. Interesting. Let me read more about this person. More about this project. Then you tell me the story. And tell, okay, since the new interaction area has come, I wanted to build all these things. But before all this, the current UI and his system do not offer me the flexibility to actually introduce this new interaction layer. Therefore, I need to introduce a new system. Talk about that new system. Why did you make a visual redesign? And most importantly, system redesign, what you have done. Design system is what you have changed literally. That is how much effort you have kept over here. Why? Because it allows for the future interactions, which are not, that part has to come in the story. Then, okay, now you talk about the main user stories. Right? As a user, I want to be recommended the best train possible. You should get into it. You should actually think about what kind of features will help. Basis that, as a user, write down those user stories and build these particular features. Okay. So you've built an entire system. You have nicely made like a nice component-based system. And what is it allowing for? The new interaction patterns with scale. That has to really come out. Okay. This is simple component based and all, but you're only showcasing me the way you've used this tool and variables and all that stuff. You've actually done a system redesign. In a sense, you have actually built a system for scale. New component systems you have created, which can expand and bring in the new interaction patterns, which you have done. That is what you have to showcase in your project. Which is actually of a senior designer skill, no?
Yeah.
A good junior designer can even do all these things. But an actual senior designer can build a system for scale, which is actually happening in your project, which you are showcasing in your prototype, because you want people to notice that, but it's not coming in your case study. Right? In this way, I want you to build the whole story, specifically using with the AI created capabilities, showcase the product, showcase the user stories of how you have done that, build the reasoning out. Why is it that I made tell that in the decision story. Don't even bring it in the starting. That is not even the problem. The problem is not to revamp the IRCTC app anyway. Don't even bring it out here. Introduce this, talk about the feature, tell about the whole journey, then go to the decision stories. And in the one decision story, why is it that I had to change the current UI and theme of IRCTC? Then give the reasoning that this is because to introduce these new interaction layers which AI is bringing, it is very outdated, it can't do it. Therefore, I'm using a new system and I've redesigned the system. Has to be a proper decision story. along
Okay.
with other decision stories.
Understood.
And all this before all this, before the decision story, you should definitely put user stories. We are talking about as a user, I need a proper recommendation as a user, whatever. The top 3 features of your AI product needs to come. Okay. Then I will give you the award. If you can actually crack this, I will give you the best product award. I want
Sure.
it as a challenge.
Definitely.
And anyone else who wants the best award, you can challenge this and you can also do this project. The open challenge.
Accept it. I will do that.
Yeah. Again, not easy to process my feedback that easily. I've actually given you almost all feedback. Okay. Okay, I'll quickly ask you some questions. Okay. You share
Sure.
your screen. Okay. And answer these questions specifically. You anyway answer the question on the way you are judging the best match and all. I've already spoken about the suggestions you should show and all that stuff. Right? What do you think is the most important part of the entire journey when it comes to, okay, firstly, what's the business goal? What's the goal for the
Okay. So my business goal, I will show you. 3 things, 4 things I was trying to solve here as a business metrics. One is increasing the train booking conversion because of user don't feel contextual personalized, they drop off, and some part of the UI make them user to drop off from the app and they book from the other platforms like Paytm or other booking platforms. First thing. Second, on the if they followed the journey to booking a train through IRCTC, most of the user through my research I analyzed that most of the users abandon on the decision which train to select that screen, and that's where I just wanted to remove that decision paralysis from the user mind to go confident and
Once again, Anuraj, you're just telling too much. It has to be very straightforward. Firstly, increasing conversions is a bad goal for IRCTC because trains are always booked. I don't think IRCTC or Indian Railways has any problem in conversions. The trains are always overbooked.
yeah. I add one thing here on the
That's why they don't even care, frankly speaking. Okay, that's a different story. Why would an IRCTC do an experience revamp?
because most of the user travel through trains, but like people are choosing other app, not the main source of the
Yes.
app,
Why?
like
Because
because
of
of the
what?
bad experience of the product. Like again I'm mentioning
If
the
more
UI,
people have to use your app, what is that called?
it's more personalized, more
There's a business metric for more people using your app on a daily basis.
uh-huh.
What is it
Okay.
called?
One second.
Daily active users.
Daily active user
Correct.
revisits.
What is the, if you go to IRCTC's app today, what is the main
Mhm.
business of IRCTC? Did you check that other than train ticket booking? Do you know what they're trying to do there?
Yes, they are integrating other IRCTC services like flight, hotel, retiring room.
Correct. Other services are there. What they're actually using IRCTC as a platform for getting referral money, referral traffic. They're doing ads, they're referring you to other platforms. That's where they're making money. Trains are always booked. That's not the biggest problem for IRCTC. Increasing DAUs is the most important business goal of IRCTC. If you have to increase DAUs, you have to do 2 things. You have to appeal to more number of users and you have to get more retention. Correct? If more number of people have to come to your app on a daily basis, one thing, more number of people should feel that they should come to your app. Previously, who are not all the tech savvy people right now going to Paytm and all these people should feel like coming to your app. That is one thing, right? Second, once they come, they should not feel like they should stop coming. Retention should be there. They should keep coming back again and again. Using these 2 things is how you can actually improve your daily active users.
Okay.
Correct? That should be your business goal. And whatever project you did actually aligns with those both. Why? If you introduce AI related features, obviously experience will be much better. And it can also, because of the personalization which your app is actually offering, because of the context it will remember, people will keep coming back to it because I know my IRCTC app is personalized for me. It remembers whatever I've done in the past. It recommends me the best. Therefore, I'll keep going back to it.
Yep.
Got it. So that should be the business goal of why you did the project, not conversions.
Okay.
Got it? Clear? So now the business goal we have discussed. Now my question is, what is the core part of the experience in your design which represents this particular business goal?
I think
For example, okay? Which part of your experience, you have to showcase me your final design. Which part of the entire experience of the journey of the user is the core main part of the offering because of which you can debate that more number of people will come to your product.
Yeah. I think as per my understanding, this is the main part where the selection made more easy, more personalized to the user, so they can come back to this app again and again.
Correct. So now do you understand why this is not enough? It is not driving the thing enough. Why? Because if this is the core screen of what is making people come back, just simply saying that your best match train is not enough. You understood? You got the feedback what I said. This is a best match train for what? As a user, I need to understand that this is either based on my past history or basis my, what do you say, basis the timing or my calendar or whatever, basis that. Fine. Show that also. Okay.
Yeah,
This is my personalized things. You are recommending that to me, then I will trust you.
Okay.
It is not, even if this is 90% on time, highly recommended AC, this is all what? This is all about the train.
Train,
It is there for everyone. Yes, it is definitely better because anyway, Ixigo is offering all this information. Therefore, you are also wanting to give all this information. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. You can tell me a story of how you understood Ixigo, compared Ixigo competitors and all that stuff, and you brought in these features. Very nice. Right? But not enough. Not enough.
Understood.
Why? To bring in retention, you need to add personalization. You can add personalization through an AI layer. How does that happen? AI understands the way you are, your behaviors. It talks to you, it is personalized for you. Bring in those features, do that design, make that the core anchor of your experience, and then showcase it related to your business goals. And through that, you are basically proving that you are someone who has done a proper UX project. And as a part of it, since you could not bring in all these interactions with the current UI, you also made a UI revamp.
Design of the,
Adira, got it?
Yep, understood.
Samajh gaya? You do this, a senior a company will actually hire you as a senior design role if you can actually do this. Take this review to them. You can say, first watch this review, show snippets of these, some feedback, and say one bang you give and you showcase your project. They'll hire you.
Definitely, I will make those updates on my designs.
Okay, you can stop sharing your screen. So again, why would I hire you? You are a great systems thinker. Visuals and tool skills are really good. And you're a great systems thinker. You think in systems. You can really build complicated systems, which you're not even realizing. But that skill I can identify from the work you're doing. You are realizing probably you're not able to represent. So that's why I'll still be able to hire you for that. But that's again a limitation because I'll be only hiring you for your systems, visuals, and UI skills, but not hire you for your product and UX skills. As a senior designer, as a junior designer, definitely hireable, no doubt about it. But that's not what you want. You are already a junior designer. Okay, so that is why I will hire you and not hire you. But absolutely, you have great potential in understanding product. So use that, work hard, and I love your commitment. I know you will take challenges and you will keep working on it. So show me that spirit. Absolutely, you'll become a very hireable person. Okay?
Sure. Thank you for the detailed.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay.